Alright, this is about to be controversial, but today it's gonna be the ultimate tier list for every single Generation 1 Pokemon, where I ranked every single starter trio from Generation 1 to 9. And I think I'm gonna start doing more Pokemon related content, Yu-Gi-Oh related content, just anything that's very nostalgic, things that I grew up with personally. And let me just say this disclaimer that I am no professional, right? This tier list is not about how great the Pokemon is, how good they are in battle, right? How good they are competitively. This is basically just off vibes and what I genuinely like based on the design, how cool it was for me growing up, and yeah, just basically Pokemon that I grew up with that I really enjoyed. And you know, things might have changed, right? Now that I am an adult, I might have different perspective on certain Pokemon. Maybe I liked them when I was a kid, but it changed later on. I know with some designs it didn't really translate well over time, but there are some designs that actually did translate well. So that's what this list is for. This is my list, my very own list. If you guys disagree, or you know, if you guys have your favorite Pokemon from Generation 1, make sure to comment down below who your favorite is, or maybe comment down below your tier list, who you think the S-ranked Pokemon are in Generation 1. Before I get into this though, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe again, hit that bell notification so you could be notified of any future Pokemon related content, Yu-Gi-Oh related content, just any content in general, honestly. Alright, so here is the official tier list here. We have S, A, B, C, D, and then F. Then we have a little section here called the Mega Evolution. I mean, this is basically all of Gen 1 Mega Evolution Pokemon, but I have its own section. I'm not going to be ranking them solely because I know I'm going to make a future video ranking just the Megas alone. And I know we're going to be getting new Megas coming out soon with the Legend ZA game coming out at the end of this year. So I don't know, maybe I'll wait till then, or maybe I'll make it before then, but that's the reason why we're just solely basing or solely ranking on just Generation 1, the Pokemon that came out back in games Yellow, right? That's the first game I ever played. So we're gonna start with the Pokemon 1001. All right, he's the first guy, Bulbasaur. Okay, we're gonna do the whole evolution line here: Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. Look, I think Bulbasaur, yeah, I think they're all A tier here. And what I'm gonna do is from left to right, if you're on the left side, you're the best out of that tier. So I'm trying to think if Venusaur or Bulbasaur is the best. I really like Bulbasaur. I ain't gonna lie. I think I might keep it like this, and then we'll just see how it goes. At the end of these tier lists, I'm gonna do like a little rearrangement, okay? And that will be the final. So this will be temporary, but I do believe Bulbasaur is better than Venusaur. I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of biased because that's like the first ever Mon you see when you play the game. But see, let's just keep it there for now. Now we got the Charmander line, right? Okay, I know I'm gonna be a basic bitch, but Charizard has to be S tier, right? I personally really like Charizard. I think he might be a little overhyped now, but you kind of have to give him his flowers and put him in S tier. I mean, Charizard's lit. Charmander, I'm a little bit low on compared to other people. I do still believe is in the A tier, but I think it just might be behind the whole Bulbasaur line. And then Charmeleon, I think, might also be behind them as well. I don't know, man. I think the Venusaur line especially is very underrated. I don't know. I know out of the three, it's the one that people don't really like. But I don't know. For me, I really do fuck with this line, okay? Okay, this is my favorite one out of the three. Squirtle, right? The Blastoise line. Yeah, Squirtle's S tier for sure. Wartortle, he's sick, right? I might just put him here. And then Blastoise, dude, S tier. I mean, bro, it's big, man. Blastoise. So now the starters are gone. Now we're going to the first ever bug type, right? The first little bug creature that you run into, right? The cannon fodder. I swear, I think in my lifetime playing like the Gen 1 games, I feel like I've killed Caterpie millions of, okay, not millions, okay, realistically, probably like thousands, multiple thousands, right? It's like, it's the easiest one. You know, you train after you pick your starter Pokemon, you always have to train them up, and it always would be a Caterpie right there to kill. Because of that, I feel like I have to give its respect, right? I gotta give it its flowers. Do I put Caterpie in the A tier? Let's just put it in A tier, okay, for now. But I don't want to be too biased and put all of these Mons in the A tier. I don't want to have like 3 rows of Mons in the A tier, but just for now, we'll put Caterpie there because Caterpie has done so much for me as a kid while I was playing these games. It's done so much for the Mons that I picked on my team. Metapod though, I mean, I love the memes, right? The hardened memes. That's all it does is harden, like me. But we're just gonna have to put in the C tier for now. And then Butterfree. Butterfree's cool, but I kind of prefer other one. I think we'll put Butterfree in the C tier. I think it's above a Metapod. And now we got the Weedle line. Kakuna, I'm gonna put him first, put him in the D tier. It's whatever, right? Not really memorable at all. Weedle, I would put in the C tier. And then Beedrill, I would put in the B tier. I really do like Beedrill. Bro, it's sick. It's like a bee with 2 drill hands. Now we got the first ever regional bird, Pidgey, I think should go in the B tier. Pidgeotto, I think out of the 3, Pidgeotto is very mid to me. I don't know. I think Pidgeotto deserves to be in the C tier. And then Pidgeot, I really do like Pidgeot. I think it's one of those mons where it definitely over time didn't really age well, especially because a lot of the regional birds that we have nowadays are just so tough, right? I mean, Corviknight's one of them. At the top of my head, I love Talonflame. Like, the newer ones are really sick, and it kind of outshines Pidgeot. I mean, that's why they gave him the Mega Evolution. But I think Pidgeot still deserves to be in the B. High Bs, right? High Bs, low A. We'll see at the end of the list how many mons are in each tier. Oh, Rattata. See, okay, if I'm giving Caterpie its respect of being a cannon fodder for me and my team, all of these games for Generation 1, Rattata has to be up there too. Dude, Rattata's a classic, man. Dude, it's a freaking rat. Raticate, not really much of a classic mon. I mean, it's whatever. C. I think C tier is good. We got Spearow and Fearow. These ones are all right. I mean, it's just like, I don't really have an opinion on them because I just never use them. I genuinely don't think I used them once in any Generation 1 game or even like a remake game. In that case, I would have to put, just looking at Spearow though. Spearow was pretty cute. Are we just based off cuteness? I mean, yeah, I'll just put both of them in the C tier here. I think Fearow might be better than these here. Yeah. And then we have Ekans and Arbok. And honestly, just solely based off the names, because it's the reverse of what it is, right? Ekans backwards is Snake, Arbok backwards is Cobra, which I think is pretty sick how they came up with the names. I just remember them being one of Team Rocket's grunts, you know? It's such a classic. I think Ekans, we gotta put in high C, and then Arbok we'll put in high B. We'll put behind Pidgeot. Okay, this is obvious, right? Pikachu, no need to explain. S tier. I think the freaking mascot of Pokemon, okay? Mascot of mascot of everything, right? Think of Pokemon, you think of Pikachu. Gotta put respect. Raichu, though, I mean, it's solid evolution, but it's just kind of overshadowed. And it's kind of funny how it's like one of the few final evolution mons that are overshadowed by the pre-evolution. I think most people, if you have a Pikachu, you would want to keep it as a Pikachu. But I do like Raichu. It's a cool design. I will just leave it at B, just very mid. Sandshrew and Sandslash. Sandslash is alright. I think I would have to put Sandslash in the B tier. No, I think Sandslash is just gonna go C. Maybe like C here. And Sandshrew, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with Sandshrew. It's so damn cute. And it's so simple, but like it just works. It's going into B. Alright, so now we have Nidaran and Nidorino. Yeah, these ones are sick. I think the fur pre-evolutions are kind of meh. I mean, they're very cute. I think I would just have to put them in the D tier. The mid-evolutions too. I do like this one more. C, this one will be in the high D. And then Nidoqueen and Nidoking, yeah, these ones are so tough. I think I remember I wanted Nidoking so bad playing the games. I always wanted to have him on my team. I think Nidoking is high A, yeah. And then Nidoqueen is cool. I think it's a high B. Now we have Clefable and Clefairy. Shout out Clefairy. It's gonna get a Mega Evolution on the new game. Don't know what the design looks like, but I did hear rumors that it might just be like a bigger expansion of these little wings behind its back. But for this list, I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of Clefairy with Clefable. I mean, I think Clefable's whatever. Clefable will just go in the D tier here. And then Clefairy. Yeah, Clefairy will be a solid C. Maybe just back here. Okay. Now we got Vulpix and Ninetales. Vulpix is cool. Put in the C tier, but Ninetales is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. You might have to put it in the high B. I mean, dude, it's based off a Ninetales fox, right? That shit is so tough. And then we got Jigglypuff and Wigglypuff. I'm not gonna lie, I hate Wigglypuff. I don't know why. I just don't like Wigglypuff. So we're putting in the F, but Jigglypuff, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those instances where the pre-evolution, it just outshines the final one. And I think Jigglypuff is just way more of a popular mon. So Jigglypuff, we're gonna have to put it in. We have to put it in the A tier. Jigglypuff is nice. Zubat and Golbat, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I hated Zubat. Growing up. I just don't have a reason. I hated Zubat, even though I really like the final evolution in Crobat. I know Crobat's not in Generation 1. Golbat is alright. It's very mid. I think I'm gonna put Golbat in the C tier, but C, Zubat, yeah, no, it's F. Honestly, like I just remember maybe it was just the fact that I always ran into him in the wild. Maybe that's why I have so much hate for Zubat, but just no good memories with Zubat. I don't know why. Okay, now we got Oddish. Oddish is F. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of Oddish. Gloom is in the D tier. Vileplume is alright. Vileplume I'll put in the C. Yeah, okay. Parasect? Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to go with an F. Not really a huge fan. Pretty ugly. Put in the D tier here. And we got Venonat and Venomoth. Okay, Venonat I like more than Venomoth. I'll put Venonat in the C tier. Venomoth I'll put in the D. And then we got, now we got Diglett and Dugtrio. Okay, so Diglett, I like Diglett. Diglett's cute. Diglett's in the same tier as like Sandshrew, right? Like, it's just so damn cute. Dugtrio though, I just think it's not. Honestly, it's whatever. It's literally just 3 Digletts, right? I just think they could have done something better with that. I don't know. I think it's gonna have to be in the C tier here. Meowth. Okay, Meowth and Persian, right? This is another instance where like the pre-evolution is more popular. I think Meowth deserves to be in the A tier solely because of Team Rocket. Being in Team Rocket, maybe I'll put him like somewhere over here. Yeah, Meowth being in Team Rocket, literally been in the anime for like 20 years, right? You gotta give respects to Meowth. Meowth is so sick. Persian though, it's just a big cat. Put in the C tier. When in doubt, if they're just very mid, I'm just throwing them in the C tier. Psyduck. Okay, Psyduck is another instance. Oh man, dude. You know, when I first said it with Pikachu, I thought it was way less, but it seems like there's a lot more than I thought initially. Psyduck here, I'm gonna put in B solely based off the anime as well. You know, Misty Psyduck. The whole first season, the original season, Psyduck was so funny. I remember Psyduck being really funny. Golduck, very mid. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to put in the C tier. Mankey and Primeape. I really like their new evolution. The Annihilate, that one's sick. But Mankey and Primeape's cool. I mean, it's like very mid. I think I'm gonna have to put Mankey in the D tier here. And then Primeape in the C. And then now we got Growlithe and Arcanine. I really like these two. I like both Growlithe and Arcanine. Growlithe will go in the B. I think I'll just go mid B here. And then Arcanine, I'm not gonna lie, Arcanine's S tier for me. Arcanine is so tough, right? And I remember when I first played the games, I always wanted to get Arcanine, but I just never understood how to get him. Granted, okay, I was like super young. I was like maybe like 5 or something, but dude, Arcanine is so sick. I don't know, dude, it's a fire dog. And I thought Arcanine was gonna be the pseudo legendary. Once I found out what pseudo legendaries were, I thought Arcanine was one. I was really surprised it wasn't. I don't know if you would consider him as like the semi pseudo legendary, like right before it. If not, I don't know, man. Arcanine could be like its own separate thing. That's how sick he is. Okay, so we got the Poliwhirl line. So Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Politoed. Politoed, I'm not really a huge fan of Politoed. It's cute. It's cute. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm not really a fan. Poliwhirl would be D. And then Poliwrath I would put C. All right, now we got Abra. Oh my gosh, I just remember Abra being so annoying because I had to teleport, right? And every time I tried to catch it, it would just freaking teleport every time. Just in that instance, because I hated it so much. You're going in the D. Kadabra's cool. I'll put you in the C tier. Alakazam though, Alakazam is so tough. Do I put Alakazam in S? Okay, I might put Alakazam in S, but we'll leave him in A for now. But Alakazam was one of my favorite mons too growing up. Every time I always try to catch the Abra, and when I do, I would always have Alakazam. That's how sick he was. Now we got Machamp. Alright, so Machamp's for sure an A. He's for sure an A. Look at that buff motherfucker. Machoke we'll put in the B tier. Yeah, Machoke B. And then Machop, yeah, we'll put him in the C. That sounds about right. Somewhere around here. That sounds about right. Bellsprout, not really a huge fan of Bellsprout. Weeping Bell, yeah, I've seen all those memes, guys. All right, Victory Bell. Victory Bell's cool. I think C. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so many C's. It's crazy. Tentacool, oh yeah, I did not like Tentacool. I don't know why. Some of these mons in tier F, I just don't know why, but just remembering them right now, I just have a disdain for them. And Tentacool is one of them, so I'm gonna put him in F tier. Tentacool though, Tentacool's cool. I think Tentacool, yeah, we're going in the C tier. Geodude, Graveler's alright. I think Graveler's just, Graveler's just D. Geodude's kind of a classic, so we'll put him in the C tier. Golem's sick. I'll put Golem in the B. Yeah, Golem's tough. Ponyta and Rapidash. Ponyta will put in the C tier, and then Rapidash is definitely going in the B tier here. Ponyta right here. Slowpoke and Slowbro. Slowpoke is slow. Sorry. I just had to. I had to. We'll put him in the C, and then Slowbro we'll put in the B as well. I'll make sure to reorganize this by the end of the video. Magnemite, Magneton. I think Magnemite. Yeah, Magnemite. All right, Magneton is cool. We'll put him in the C. And then Farfetchd. I think Farfetchd got outshined by his newer form, the Glaring form. I really like that one. Surfetchd was the evolved form though, but Farfetchd. Yeah, just put him in D. Doduo and Dugduo. Yeah, honestly, just D for both of them. I'm not really a fan of either of them. Dewgong, or Seal. Some of these I low-key need a refresher on the name, but Dewgong here. Dewgong will go in the C tier. I really do like Seals. Grimer and Muck. Muck. Grimer is in the D. And then Muck, I mean, Muck's classic, you know, Ash's Muck, right? Put him in the B tier. Okay, Shelder will go in the D, and then Cloyster will go in the C. Very mid, no really explanation. Okay, this evolution line. All right, Ghastly, Haunter. Ghastly and Haunter both deserve to be in the B tier. And then, honestly, Gengar, yeah, we know where Gengar is going. Gengar is going in the S. This man is so tough. Gengar is like one of my favorite mons, honestly. Ghastly, I think I might move up to A. Ghastly's tough. Onyx is cool. I really like Onyx. Onyx will put in the B. He's tough. It's such a cool design. He's a rock snake. Like, that's crazy. And then Drowsy and Hypno, I'm not really a fan. Look, what is his nose, bruh? Okay, you know, just tell me, look at that nose. Tell me what it looks like. And if you picture like how I'm picturing right now, don't think I have a dirty mind, please, but just tell me what that looks like. It just looks so weird, all dried up, shrivelly. Yeah, you're going in the F tier. I'm sorry. Hypno, D. Crab and Kingler, Crabler and Kingsler. Yeah, you're gonna going to C. Kingsler, you're going to C, or D tier, and then Kingsler, you're going to C. Voltorb and Electrode. It's just whatever. A lot of these moms are whatever at this point. Voltorb, D, Electrode, C. Actually, we'll flip it. I kind of like Voltorb more just because it looks like a Pokeball more than Electrode. Executor and Execute. We'll put it in the D. I mean, at least if you don't want them, you can eat them. It's literally 6 eggs. You know how much that would go for nowadays? It's crazy. Executor, go in the C. It's alright. Cubone and Marowak. Oh, I really like both of these guys. I think I like them more because of the anime, the backstory, like their history. I think Cubone will go in the B, and then I think we'll just put both in the B. Yeah, these guys are... Cubone is so cute. Look at this guy. He's so adorable. So cute. Oh, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I'm like very whatever about these two. I think these two have to go in the C as well. Oh my gosh, the C tier is crazy. Lickitung. I mean, have you guys seen Lickitung's tongue? Coughing and Wheezing. I mean, it's a classic too, right? Coughing's a C, but Wheezing we'll put in the B tier here. Now we got Rhyhorn and Rhydon, and I actually like Rhydon. Rhydon is sick. Rhydon will put in the B tier as well. Rhyhorn will just be in the C. It's alright. Chansey. I'm not really a huge fan of Chansey. I think Chansey is in the same level as Wigglytuff for me. Tangela's alright. Put in the D. The evolved stage for Tangela, they did its justice, I'd say. Kangaskhan is sick. I put him in the B. Actually, I think Kangaskhan is in the A. Kangaskhan is tough. I like Kangaskhan. Horsey and Seadra. Yeah, Horsey. I think Horsey and Seadra both deserve to be in the C tier. Actually, I think so. They really did its justice in the third one, but I like both of them. I actually like the whole evolution line for Horsey. Goldeen, I was not a huge fan of Goldeen. I don't know why. Goldeen, I was not. And CK, I actually didn't. I don't like either of them. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Maybe it's just like Goldeen's facial structure. They try to make it feminine, and then the evolution line is just like, what is that? It's like a derpy face. I'm sorry, CK and Goldeen fans. I feel like you're gonna kill me. Staryu and Starmie. Oh, I can't wait for the Starmie Mega Evolution that's coming out, but Staryu's cool. Put in the C. I think Starmie, I like Starmie a lot more. I'll put it in the B tier. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime goes in the C tier. Yeah, Mr. Mime goes in the C tier. Scyther is actually pretty sick. I like Scyther. We'll put Scyther in the B tier too. Jinx. Electabuzz and Magmar. I really like both of these guys. Okay, we'll put both of them in the B tier. Pinsir's cool. Pinsir will put in the B tier as well. Tauros is in the C tier. And then Magikarp and Gyarados. I think Magikarp's in the C. I mean, he's a classic though. Gyarados, for sure high A. Maybe F. We'll see. We'll see how the list goes. But Magikarp will put him in high C. Lapras is pretty tough. I like Lapras. Lapras is in the B. We got Ditto. I mean, classic Ditto, but he goes in the C. Eevee. Oof. Okay, Eevee. Classic Eevee. What the hell? Eevee's gotta go next here. I don't know. I mean, I really do like Eevee, right? I also am just putting it here because it is so damn popular, okay? And it's all this evolution lines is popular. But I really do like Eevee though. Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, I think they all deserve to go in the A tier. But low A though. Definitely not higher than all these other guys. Porygon's but D. Like the evolution better, or the 2 evolutions that it has. Almanite, this one, the fossils, I like Kabutops. Put both of the pre-evolutions in the D tier, and then Kabutops I like more. Put B, and then right here I'll put even in the mid-C's actually. Aerodactyl is in the A. I love Aerodactyl. One of the best fossil bonds. Snorlax, oh my gosh. If I had to pick a Pokemon that represents me, Snorlax is the one. It's going in S tier. I love Snorlax. Oh, the legendary bird trio. Honestly, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, when I found out that their names were literally 1, 2, and 3 in Spanish, it just made them so much better. And in that case, they're all in the high A's. Somewhere, yeah, past Machamp here. If I did have to pick a favorite out of the 3 birds, I'd probably say Zapdos is my favorite. And then I say Articuno and then Moltres. Alright, Dratini! Dragonair and Dragonite. The first pseudo-legendary ever, which that ranking video will be coming out soon. Hit that bell noti. Dratini I actually really like as a first Evo stage. Dratini, I think it's going to be somewhere in the high B's. We'll put it here. Dragonair. It's just like a longer Dratini, so it's still going to be in the B tier, but I think it might just be kind of somewhere over here. And then Dragonite. Fuck, I really like Dragonite. Damn, is this a lot for the S tier? I think Dragonite deserves to be S tier. I think it might be higher. Yeah, we'll put it there. Then Mewtwo and Mew. Fuck, Mewtwo and Mew are so popular as well. Like, they're so popular. I don't know if I really like Mew in the S tier. It's in the A tier for sure. Mewtwo's the one I'm stuck on if I should put them in S tier, which is high A. I mean, these were the first like big bad legendaries. The first legendaries, not including the bird trio, but alright guys, so this is my list. I'm gonna be doing some revisions, right? Gonna cut to it, and when I do, that's gonna be the final list for this video. Alright, so this is the final list. What you're seeing from left to right is basically, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the left side is going to be the best one, my favorite from that tier, and the right, the least favorite. But I mean, if they're in the S tier, they're in the S tier. So some of the big changes, I did a lot of reworking within the tiers. Those ones I won't be going over as much. You could just see in the video, whatever you guys notice. But the big changes I made were from jumping from A to S. There are 2 Mons who jumped, and it is Alakazam and Mewtwo. The reason why I had them originally in A was just because they were honestly one of my favorite Pokemons in the first generation. It's just that there was a part of me that I didn't know if this was too many Mons in the S tier, because I know having Pokemon in the S tier, it means you're special, right? You're special to me, you're special to everyone else, like you're just well known. And I feel like I put them up there mainly because of me, myself. Like I really like both of these Mons, and I know that it might be a lot in tier S, but I am genuinely happy with these Mons. So right now, there's 11 Mons in tier S: Pikachu, Gengar, Charizard, Squirtle, Blastoise, Dragonite, Arcanine, Eevee, Snorlax, Alakazam, and Mewtwo, all in that order. These guys, I would say, are my favorite in Generation 1, and I truly believe that they're just perfect for this generation specifically. Gyarados was so damn close, I'm not gonna lie, because Gyarados, he had so much, like I have so much memories with Gyarados, especially that one event, catching the shiny Gyarados. I forgot which game that was. I think it might have been Heart Gold, Soul Silver, maybe? But there's just so much memories going up. But I think it just fell off a little bit, a tiny bit, just because over time, I just felt like all these other Mons kind of aged better. Might get a little hate from that, but Gyarados was so close to tier S, so damn close. But here is the official list. I'm gonna scroll down so you can see each tier. You can pause to see my little rearrangements I made within said tiers, but everything was fairly similar. I mean, there were some where I jumped up a little bit from like tier C to tier B. I kind of forgot which Mons Pokemons I did. But the ones that I mentioned in the beginning were the biggest substantial jumps, the biggest changes of the tier list. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys enjoy this style of content. Let me know if you guys want to see more. I could do literally all the other generations. There's literally 9 of them. If you guys want to see megas, pseudos, anything, just comment down below what you guys want to see. Top comment, I'll prioritize that. Also, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Again, please, I can't stress enough, man. If you do, you can see all of this Pokemon related content of me, my dumbass opinion, right? I have no certification on this. But if you guys want to hear me talk about Pokemon all day long, hit that bell notary, trust. Also, make sure to follow the Twitch, join the Discord community, and make sure to follow all of my socials. But I do hope you guys enjoy this video. I will see y'all next time. Peace.